I don't talk about that night. Not to family, not to friends. I've tried to tell myself it was a dream. A hallucination, sleep paralysis, anything. But I was awake, I was fully awake, and I remember every second of it. It was late January, cold enough that you could see your breath inside if you didn't have the heat running constantly. I had just moved into this old rental house on the edge of town, real cheap, kind of falling apart, but it was mine. I liked the quiet. No neighbors close by, nothing but woods out back. I thought I'd get some peace. I didn't. That night started like any other. I stayed up late, scrolling through my phone in bed, half listening to a podcast. I remember glancing at the clock, 3:01 a.m. I don't know why I looked, but I did. Something about that time stuck with me. 2 minutes later, I heard the first knock. 3 sharp knocks. Not frantic, not loud, just deliberate. 1, 2, 3. It came from the front door. I froze. Who the hell knocks on someone's door at 3 in the morning? I stayed still, held my breath like that would make me invisible or something. I waited. Nothing. No more knocks. No footsteps. Just silence. I finally got up and peeked through the blinds in the bedroom. I couldn't see the porch from that window, so I crept down the hall, heart pounding in my chest, and looked through the peephole. Nobody. I waited there, staring. Still nothing. I opened the door just a crack. The porch light was on. Snow had started falling again. No footprints. Not a single mark in the fresh snow. That's when the chill started, deeper than the cold. A kind of dread that sank right into my bones. I went back to bed, told myself it must have been something else. A branch maybe. Wind. Even though there was no wind. Even though it was 3 perfectly spaced knocks. I lay there for a while, wide-eyed, staring at the ceiling. At 3:03 exactly, it happened again. 3 knocks, this time from the back door. Now the back door opens onto the woods. There's no porch, no light, just trees and blackness. I didn't move. I didn't even breathe. My skin was prickling like it was covered in static. I swear the air got heavier, like the room was holding its breath too. Again, just 3 knocks. And then nothing. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next day I searched around the house. No prints in the snow, front or back. No sign that anyone had come near the place. But I know what I heard. I know what time it was. Exactly 3:03. I tried to shrug it off, but that night I couldn't stop watching the clock. I sat up in bed, staring at the glowing red numbers as they ticked closer to 3. At 3:01, my stomach twisted. I kept telling myself nothing would happen, that it was just my imagination. But right on time, 3 knocks again. This time from inside the house. I swear to you, I'm not making this up. It came from the hallway just outside my bedroom door. 3 slow, deliberate knocks, like someone was standing right there, not trying to get in, just letting me know they were there. I didn't move, I didn't speak. I just stared at the door. I didn't hear footsteps. I didn't hear anything at all. Just this awful silence that stretched on forever. Then, just before the sun came up, I must have passed out. I woke to light creeping through the blinds, the house silent again. But I knew something was wrong. I could feel it. I walked out into the hallway, and on the wall opposite my bedroom door in the faded wallpaper, I saw them. 3 marks. Long, vertical scrapes like fingernails dragged through the surface. Fresh, clean, no dust, just there. That was the day I called the landlord. He acted weird when I brought it up. Asked if I was sleeping okay. Asked if I'd heard the knocks yet. That's what he said. Yet. Like he was expecting it. I pressed him, and after some hesitation, he admitted something happened to the last tenant. Young woman moved in, stayed a few months, then vanished. Left everything behind. Clothes, phone, even her car. They found the front door wide open. No signs of a struggle. Just gone. I asked if she ever reported anything strange before that. He said she'd complained about noises. Knocking at odd hours, always in 3s. Always at 3:03. He laughed it off like it was some creepy coincidence. Told me it was probably an animal. But there was something in his voice, like he wanted me to believe that more than he actually did. I should have left, I know that. But something about it kept pulling at me. Like I needed to understand what was happening. So that night I stayed up again. This time I turned every light on in the house. I locked every door, every window. I sat in the living room just staring at the clock. Pretty 3 knocks from the basement door. I didn't even know there was a basement door. It was behind an old bookshelf in the hallway. I just assumed it was a closet. But when I moved the shelf, there it was, closed, sealed with a rusty padlock. The knocks came again, louder this time, Like whoever or whatever was on the other side didn't care about being heard anymore. I backed away, slowly, didn't take my eyes off it. Then the lock snapped. Not broken, not forced, just clicked open like someone had unlocked it from the inside. I didn't open it, I couldn't. I ran into my room, slammed the door, and shoved my dresser in front of it. I didn't sleep. I just sat on the floor, knees to my chest, staring at the door as the knocks came again. 3 times, every night, always at 3:03, always from a different place. Sometimes the walls, sometimes the floor, once from under my bed. I moved out a week later. Didn't bother packing most of my stuff. I just left. I don't know what it was, I don't know what it wanted, but it wasn't trying to get in, it was trying to be let out. And I'm afraid someone else has, since I left. Because sometimes around 3:03 in the morning, I still hear the knocking. And now it's not always just 3. Sometimes it keeps knocking until I answer.